Hello and welcome to your Monday through Sunday edition of Weathertainment, the first full week of the new year. Happy New Year to you. Awful lot going on, not just in weather, but with Weathertainment itself. First things first, you can get this forecast live at 555 every day of the week by downloading this free app, following CNY Weathertainment. You can do the same on Periscope, where we go live at 6:05 as soon as we're done on live stream. You can also follow me on Twitter for severe weather watches, warnings, or any kind of immediate alerts like whiteout conditions coming in the next half hour, that kind of thing. On Instagram for things that may be coming down the road a little bit, not immediate and not necessarily severe, but of interest to you. And then Tumblr allows me to tell you things about Weathertainment itself, like late this week when I'm meeting with the Board of Governors for an entity downtown to move Weathertainment downtown Utica and get a much larger floor space to be able to do whatever I want with Weathertainment. So that's really exciting, and that would be the kind of thing you'll find on Tumblr. And that event is happening late this week, where I will have an announcement, I hope, of very good news. Meanwhile, temperatures. There's a big story. There's two big stories in weather. First one is the dramatic drop-off from Monday and Tuesday. Then it recovers close to and even slightly above average for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the first big story, the bitter cold. There's a second story, but the fridge is left wide open by Mother Nature. It's going to be very cold through Tuesday, and then the second big story is next weekend. So that's kind of a file in the back of your mind kind of thing. Or if we went back to Twitter and Instagram, this would go in your Twitter feed, this would go in your Instagram feed. You see the difference here? So, very cold, next weekend could be very white. There's the little bugger out of Canada that's setting off the snow showers Sunday afternoon and evening, and more importantly, or more dramatically, causing the temperatures to plummet. Now this high, they bring fair weather, but the temperatures they bring depend upon where they've come from. So if it were to come from the Gulf, it would be a dry but warm area. But since this comes directly out of Canada over snow cover that you can see is not moving, it's going to be dry, bright, but very, very cold, my friends. And you can see from the water vapor imagery loop how the winds are definitely coming out of Canada and setting that cold air further and further southwards with time. It's also stirring up the lakes, which will quiet down quickly Monday morning because the wind direction is not quite right to sustain it. The winds are not west-northwest or northwest behind that front. They are north. So north means for central New York, very little lake effect because we're not in the right position relative to the lake. So we're only really getting the snow shower Sunday evening from the front itself, then a little bit of brief lake effect, and then the winds coming from the north mean the sky should actually break up a bit Monday afternoon and clear up completely Monday night, leaving us with a frigid Monday night and Tuesday for that matter as well. Let's review the weekend though. Saturday I said 34-24, it was 32-25. Very close, only 3 degrees off by total. Sunday 36-26 and it was 37-33. Very close. Trace was a little bit of snow on Saturday morning and a little more Sunday afternoon and evening. 9:06 on the daylight. We picked up a minute since yesterday, but 2 minutes over the weekend. Not quite noticeable yet, but it is coming. And your forecast is too, right after this.
Hey, Coach, we need you in the team now.
Yeah, give me a second. I've got to check my Weathertainment.
Hey, Coach, what play are we going to run off the face-off this time?
Hey, I'll tell you in a second. I've got to check my Weathertainment.
Here we go, your forecast for Monday. Flurries early, a lot of clouds, and then the clouds will tend to break up. There'll be a lot of shafts of light coming through by mid to late morning, and then the sun in the afternoon. So we'll call it partly sunny, but man, oh man, it's ineffective sunshine. It is going to be frigid. A high of 14, wind chills from a north wind, making that 14 when it gets up to it. Remember, it's going to take some time to get up to 14. 14 will feel more like 5 below because of the wind. For your Monday night, mostly clear, but much more importantly, frigid. We will be challenging the goose egg, the big 0. And then for Tuesday, sunny and bright. Less wind, but still very cold. 22 for the high. Still cold at night. Wednesday, we'll say partly sunny, a high overcast. You'll still see all the sun through it. Thursday, the sun gets very dim, so that higher overcast is lowering. And then Friday, pretty cloudy. A few flurries kick in, but it's really Saturday, Sunday, maybe even into Monday, periods of snow which could accumulate substantially. We'll talk more about it as we get closer, but it's something to file in the back of your mind. Meanwhile, keep the woolies out and stay warm, and have a great day.